All right, let's switch gears right now and talk about fraud. We have Dr. Skiba joining us right now, otherwise known as Dr. Fraud. He's the Criminal Justice Chair at Colorado State University Global, and he's also my LinkedIn buddy for his monthly chat. Dr. Fraud, how are you?
Good, Dan. Great to be here. How you doing?
When you look at social media these days, I love this report that you provided me. It analyzed more than 1.2 billion real-time interactions with social media. 53% of all logons on social media websites are fraudulent. 25% of all new accounts are fake. I mean, this is unbelievable. Fraud is just rampant everywhere, isn't it?
It's rampant everywhere. And I think, Dan, the threat is we love our social media, right? We're all on multiple platforms. I mean, again, you and I are connected on LinkedIn and other platforms. I mean, we love it. And it just makes it ripe for fraudsters and scammers to really capitalize. And you find that people have that lower sense of privacy, if you will. There's just, a lot of us will post things and pictures, but without really thinking of the potential threat that looms with the information. Even just taking selfies and pictures, looking at what's in your background, can be alarming, on the refrigerator or billing information. I mean, it's really surprising sometimes when you really dive into it. But yeah, social media has always been a big hub, and it will continue to be.
I can't believe that most people or some people spend 10 hours a day on phones. That's unbelievable. All right, let's talk about tax season fraud, because obviously tax is right around the corner, and then we're going to get a little bit into Russia, Ukraine. So I want to spend a little time on tax and then what's happening in Ukraine and what we need to do to protect ourselves. What sort of things are out there when it comes to tax season?
And we see this every year, Dan. This time it usually starts mid-February, and it goes all the way through through tax season. And what we see really, it's a perfect opportunity. Everyone has IRS on their mind. It's quite possible to receive a legitimate communication from the IRS, but there's that heightened sense of kind of threat, if you will. So what the imposters are going to do, the scammers, they're going to use that as a platform to get your attention. So, they might use that emotion of, okay, your Social Security number is going to be suspended, or, you might not receive your refund if you don't unlock, a certain code. And that's going to grab you, right? And once they get your emotion in, Dan, then it's kind of, you can't think as objectively usually. So they lead you down that path very slowly. Before you know it, you're releasing personal information. You're giving them exactly what they want. So we always see this every year about this time.
I can't believe this next number, 58 billion Robo Calls in 2019. I mean, it is unbelievable. And most of Robo Calls are based on psychology, right? 20% of us will take a call from a toll-free number, while 59% of us will take a local area code number. I mean, this is unbelievable how neighborhoods are being spoofed, right, into us answering the phone.
Yeah, and it's spoofing technology. Basically, when they take a legitimate number, which they can get off a website, a health department, even a police department, and they use your local area code. So you might be more apt to answer, or if it does come up on a caller ID, as the state of Colorado or Blue Cross Blue Shield, people are more apt to lower their guard a little bit and accept the call. So right, it's based on psychology. Law of large averages. They put hundreds and thousands of these calls out there, billions of them, just thinking if they get a few hits on these, it's going to be successful.
Right.
So they're going to continue to do this down the road.
So what with this issue that's happening in Russia and Ukraine, do we anticipate that these things will start to pick up? And we got about 45 seconds left to answer this question. I know that's not enough time, and we appreciate your time as always and look forward to next month. But what should we do to protect ourselves in this crisis across the world?
Yeah, we're definitely going to see amped up efforts here as far as cybersecurity attacks on the U.S. They've already put out some notices. Nothing to be incredibly paranoid about, but what I would suggest is everyone, whether consumer, small, large business, is to take that second look, before engaging. I call it in an email, a text, a call. Does it make sense? Scan for certain grammar errors. Hover over links. So do that diligence more than normal, because we do know that they're going to see a lot. We're going to see a lot more of those coming up, and they're going to be, increasingly cause a lot of threats. So
yeah,
we know that for sure.
No doubt. Thanks so much again. We appreciate it. I'll look forward to carrying on the conversation on LinkedIn, and we'll talk to you next month.
Always a pleasure, Dan. Thank you so much.
Pleasure's ours.